Do you like it? Do you like it? I liked it too. I thought the only thing that could have made it a little bit better is if actually we saw Castle Beckett dance. So why don't we ask them to do that when they come out here? They hate me right now. Let's meet them all. They're all here. They're all here. Everybody's here. First of all, the creator, we met him before, the executive producer, Andrew Marlowe. Do not call this woman ma'am. Sir will work. She's Iron Gates, Victoria Gates, Penny Johnson Gerald. She's the songbird with the golden pipes who entertained us earlier. Let's give her a Grammy right now. Tamala Jones, who plays Lainey Parrish. His character is single now, but I think he still has the hots for Lainey. I'm thinking. John Huertas, who plays Detective Esposito. So, we saw him drink a lot of green juice this year. He went on a cleanse, and then married his real-life wife on camera, Seamus Dever, who plays Detective Kevin Ryan. Well, I can't tell you how amazing this woman looks tonight. She's the hottest cop in high heels. Stani Katic, who plays Detective Kate Beckett. Am I right? Look at those heels. He's just the big puppy dog we all want to take for a walk, wouldn't we? Nathan Fillion, Richard Castle. So Stanford may have not have wanted her, but we definitely do, right? Molly Quinn, who plays Alexis Castle. And last but not least, she's the hippest mom we'd all like to have fun with. Susan Sullivan, who plays Martha. Hey guys, how are you? So I started by talking about an episode about dancing. Was there ever talk, actually, Andrew, of seeing Castle and Beckett having a little dance on the set of Dancing with the Stars, or Dance Tonight, or Dance Fever, whatever it was called?
Tonight's dance.
There was some talk, but the episode just didn't break that way.
So, guys, would you mind just briefly at least doing a dip, just a little dance of what we might have seen? just even a twirl.
I'll forgive you for asking me if you forgive me for not doing it.
Fair enough.
Oh, good Lord.
Plenty more things planned. So you are doing this dance that's been going on for 4 years now. Is it getting harder to do the dance without, as Beckett said, doing the deed as you're doing the deed before taking the dive, I think is what you had said. Is it getting hard to
who are you
flirt?
asking?
Well, to Andrew and to you guys.
Yeah, let's go with Andrew, because he's the brains.
It's not hard for me. No. I think in any story you're telling, the characters organically suggest where they want to go, and we've been watching these guys and watching their relationship evolve. I think the challenge for us in the writers' wing is to find reasons for these guys not to be together and struggle with when they should be together. Because I've always talked about this as a sweeping love story, and I'm somebody who feels like there will come a moment where the two of them do get together and that there's plenty of storytelling after that. So we just want to be true to who the characters are and make sure that any obstacles that get in the way, that we aren't repeating ourselves, they're natural obstacles, they're organic obstacles. We all know those people who have been in this kind of dance for a while, and looking as outsiders, we're like, don't you guys see that you're perfect for each other? But life, circumstance, other relationships, their own issues get in the way. So as long as we feel like we can credibly do that with these characters, we feel very comfortable. And there'll come a time where we don't feel like we can credibly keep these guys apart because, look, you know, it's 2012. People fall into bed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
In and out all the time. So, you know.
Every day.
But we also know that we have to honor the reality of who these guys are.
Nathan Stunn, are you ready for the moment to happen?
Yes.
Yes!
No. No.
I think it's played out very well. I think it's been very tastefully and artfully dealt with as far as the dance that we're talking
Right.
about. But I don't think it's something that can be done forever. But Andrew has shared his plan. And it's deft. It's nice. And it's deaf.
When the time does come, whether it's this year, next year, in 2 years, what would you like? No, not in 2 years.
What have you heard?
Nothing. What would you like to have be in that scene? What should be part of it, part of the moment?
Kissing. Lots.
Kissing, okay.
Thumbs up on the kissing.
Yeah, I always thought it should be really clumsy. Like stuff getting knocked over. Ow, ow, you're hurting my... Sorry, let me get my... Oh, my back is on it. Oh, I can't move it. Yeah.
I remember Moonlighting did that, actually, when Dave and Maddie finally... Remember that? You hated that?
I think
They
you said a dirty
destroyed the
word.
whole apartment.
Will, you said a dirty word.
Yeah, that's like saying Scottish
Will.
slur.
The M word, the M word. Well, Andrew, do you know when it's going to happen?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Tell us.
No.
Okay. Well, when you do decide to pull that trigger, so to speak, what will that open up for you? What will they be able to do once you've gone in that territory that you can't do now?
It's a good term.
You know, I think when that time comes, it opens up new opportunities in the storytelling, because when characters are in a relationship, they fundamentally act differently, and they get on each other's nerves in different ways.
Right.
And there's fun in different ways. You know, I'm not saying necessarily that if and when they're together, Beckett and Castle can go on a princess cruise and solve a crime. But having them on the other side of that, on the other side of that, it does open up possibilities. But it also opens up, when it does happen, I think a next evolution in their relationship that can be just as fun. So I'm somebody who doesn't believe that you wait until the end of the series. I'm not somebody who's ever believed in the curse of moonlighting in terms of them getting together.
Big clap. Feel strong about it. Big clap.
You know, I think if you go back and look, Moonlighting kind of fell apart because they couldn't meet their delivery dates and nobody.
There was
knew
a
when it
writer's strike
on.
too. No, everyone.
Yeah, there was a writer's strike,
Yeah, come
and
on.
you know. And oddly enough, I think Moonlighting did 66 or 68 episodes, and we've done more. So.
You know, there was an episode you did this season called "An Embarrassment of Bitches," where we got to see the two raising a puppy or a dog together.
Yeah.
Kind of a glimpse, I guess, of what it could be. Could you guys see eventually you guys married and raising a castle baby?
Boy.
Like season 10.
10 maybe.
7.
Well, you're
I don't know. Don't you think that that's kind of jumping the shark?
It's not a competition.
Well, Molly, you know, we've got this season. We saw you in the lab. You're working a lot with Lainey. Do you want to go off to college, or are you perfectly happy kind of staying around as one of the lab rats?
Well, now I can't if they're talking about getting married and having kids. No, I got to make sure that does not happen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is Alexis speaking. You know, I think Alexis is really enjoying working with Dr. Parrish in the morgue, just as Molly is enjoying working with Tamala. So I'm really hoping that continues because I see such a great story arc with that, Andrew.
He's not moved.
Wait. What about the spinoff you were pitching me the other day?
Yes, the overseas spinoff. That's another good one. I'm happy either way.
Alexis is the new Veronica Mars in college. Wasn't that what you said?
With a special guest shot by Cat.
Well, Andrew, can you at least confirm that Molly will be part of the cast next season in some way or the other?
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wow, I don't know.
It's early. We haven't made any decisions yet about what we're doing next year.
She's around. Well, you know, I said earlier that my favorite episode this season was the Blue Butterfly. I thought that was so great. The film noir episode.
Mine too.
How did that come about? You did a photo shoot for ABC at the start of the season. Was that kind of the genesis of it?
Go ahead, Stana, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, come on. You told me stories.
Stana lives in that era.
In all honesty, the genesis of it was that we heard that the Smash premiere was going to be up against that episode. And we thought, okay, to be competitive, we better do something really special and something that the fans want to see. Now, you know, Nathan looked great in a fedora. Stana looks fabulous in vintage dresses that show off her long legs that rival Angelina's. And all these guys look fabulous in the photo shoot. So we talked about it, and we had a conversation with one of our writers, Terrence Winter, who's here today. He said, "You want me to do what?" And he embraced it. We all embraced it, and our various departments, production design, costumes, everybody did just a phenomenal job making something really magical. And I think any show that's on for a long period of time, you know, you always want to see your characters in a slightly different format. We want to see them playing other people, and everybody wants to do the episode where you go back in time. And it felt like it was just time for it. And I got to say, these guys pulled it off. It was magical. Just really remarkable.
Yeah.
Everybody did a great job.
It was a lot of fun. Terrence, I think Terrence should stand up. Terrence. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Get up.
Is he the writer of the episode?
He's the writer, yeah.
Was right.
Well,
And the
like,
director of the episode, Chuck Bowman, is right here as well. Please stand up, Chuck.
A bit of trivia. When I first moved to Los Angeles, the first job that I ever got, Chuck Bowman was the director on that. It was a movie of the week for ABC. So I was super excited that Chuck was directing that episode. Thank you.
I was in a series that Chuck.
What?
Super Carriers.
Oh my God, you played
That's
my
my
sister.
man. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I washed his car once.
well, as it should happen, I actually have pages from that episode because I loved your accents that you did. I thought they were so great. So I was hoping, if you wouldn't mind, if we could hear just some of the accents that you did in that episode. They were so skilled.
Because these things go in my head and then out. So I'm going to need some reference.
Well, here they are. So pass these down if you could. And this is, Penny wasn't in the scenes here, so I'm going to have her just be our narrator.
Nice.
If you pass it down to Penny.
Do I do an
Chuck-
accent?
You
Chuck,
can,
I'm gonna go a
whatever
little
way you
big on the
want to,
accent
whatever,
this time.
whatever
I
you're
know.
Well, I
inspired.
tweeted that I speak Ebonics.
I know Hey, Chuck, I know I dialed the accent
my
back
gosh.
pretty far.
I'm gonna make some
for us.
changes too.
I'm gonna go pretty far. So you just dial me back. Just give it like a bit, like too far or like just from the audience.
So basically, we've condensed the Blue Butterfly film noir scenes into like a 3-minute bit. Penny,
Does anyone have reading glasses?
if you want to pass it to Andrew, you're welcome to.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. Got it?
Will.
I'm not there yet. Well, I'll try, okay.
Let's do this. What?
Wait, but Will, the scene where
Thank you. Oh, I can read that. I can read it. Okay.
Will, the scene where Ryan and Esposito kick Nathan's ass is not.
Yeah, that didn't.
Yeah, I'm asking you about that, though.
I'm not seeing that anywhere.
Penny, when you're ready.
I am ready. Castle's loft, office, night. Joe Flynn, a.k.a. Castle, sits and opens the diary. As he reads the PI words, we hear.
June 18th, 1947. The day began like every other. Pulling awake in my office chair with a cream of Kentucky bottle, a dry throat, and a head that was ringing like church bells. So I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone with a little hair of the dog that bit me.
Martha, Joe's irreverent secretary, enters and starts to straighten Joe's collar and tie.
Why keep an apartment when you drink yourself to sleep at the office every night?
This way I'm never late for work. Say, what gives anyhow?
You may have a potential client, so be nice. I'd like to see you make next month's rent if you don't mind.
In walks Sally Schofield, Alexis, ever so slight southern accent, wearing a simple dress and a T-strapped shoes.
Yep, just like another day on the Isle of Manhattan, until she walked in with a case that changed my life. Wearing T-strap shoes and a country suit, I could tell that redhead was a hick fresh off the car.
I always had a problem with that, Terrence. Okay. Hello, Sally McQueen. I mean, Schofield. Sorry, I'm a newlywed and still getting used to the name.
Joe Flynn, Mrs. Schofield. What has you knocking on my shingle?
I talked my husband into honeymooning up here in the Big Apple, but not just because I wanted to climb skyscrapers and see Broadway shows. You see, I had myself another reason. I'm looking for my big sister, Vera McQueen. There was bad blood back home. Vera ran off 2 years ago with dreams of being a showgirl up here in the big city.
She send any wires, postcards, anything with a return address?
Can you find her, mister? Mama's sick and she doesn't have long.
Well, of course. Of course he can. For $15 a day, plus expenses.
Sally smiles and pulls a photo of Vera, a.k.a. Beckett, from her purse and slides it over to Joe.
Only thing is, could we keep this quiet? Like I said, there's bad blood back home, and if Vera finds out from a stranger the family's looking for her, it might push her farther away.
This got weird. This got really weird.
Mrs. Schofield, I assure you, if I'm anything, I'm discreet.
Joe looks at Vera's photo.
And that's when I saw her. Looking at that photograph, all I could think was, what a beautiful dove.
We cut to the interior of Pennybaker Club, backstage night, 1947. Joe and Vera are about to kiss when they hear voices coming. Who's that? It's Moxie and Cuchillo. Joe balls his fist. Cuchillo and Moxie knuckle up as well.
Hi, boyo. You must be a slow learner.
Just as Joe is about to throw a right hook, Betsy Sinclair, fresh off her set, walks over.
There's my baby.
Yeah.
And wraps Joe into a passionate kiss. The goons are confused. Vera, too. Finally, they break off their lip lock.
It's with you, Mrs. Sinclair.
Yes, and I don't appreciate you lugs mopping the floor with him the other night.
Not for nothing. But you need to keep this on the hush-hush. Dempsey's not too keen about mixed laundry. He likes to keep the colours separated from the whites.
No.
That got cut.
That did get cut.
You should have cut that line out.
That got cut. I know.
It was the era.
It got cut. I know. Yeah, I know.
Then let's keep it our little secret. What do you say?
Don't worry, Miss Sinclair. We'll keep it sealed up like a can of cafe.
The goons exit. Joe and Vera let out sighs of relief.
You better wise up, Vera. Dempsey will butcher you if he finds out. I mean, he's a hell of a smoocher and all, but damn it, girl, is this yum yum really worth it?
Is the cream in my coffee?
Well, I hope he don't curdle. I mean, I've heard of love at first sight, but good Lord, you two are a walking fairy tale.
They exchange smiles. Joe takes Vera by the hand and exits. Cut to Interior PI's office, day, 1947 flashback. The camera moves behind Joe's back, revealing Vera, who's not wearing the blue butterfly. They find Mrs. Kennard, who's been listening by the door.
Oh, Mrs. Kennard.
Wake up, Susan.
Wake up, Mrs. Kennard.
Oh my God.
What are you doing, Mr. Flynn? I tell you, this Jane's no good.
Oh? Is that so? Take a good look at me. I'm a new man. A better man. I haven't even had a drink since I met Vera. And if that's not a minor miracle, then I don't know what is.
You're better off with a booze than with this chippy. What kind of relationship do you think you're going to have when it's built on a robbery and a lie?
What lie?
Guess it's time to come clean, huh? Look, dog, it was no accident I met you at the club that night. It was hard to find you. See, I'm not supposed to say who. It's just...
Cut the corners, Joe.
Exterior Petty Baker Club, alley, night. As Louis Armstrong's I Can't Give You Anything But Love plays, Vera and Joe share a smile. The car burns behind them.
Joe, tell me you love me.
Always.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Stage reading.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for indulging us. I appreciate that. Seamus, as you said, the scene we didn't get to see was you beating up Nathan.
Yeah.
How much fun was that for you and John to kind of get rough?
Scale of 1 to awesome.
Yeah.
John?
Awesome.
Awesome.
You guys were both early that day.
I know it's unusual, but
And they wanted to rehearse like crazy.
And Nathan, what do you remember about that scene?
Not much. I took a bump to the head. Now I can't say the letter. I know this. It's always funnier to get beat up than it is to be the tough guy. And you got two Joes working you over who do it for a living. I think it was pretty apropos. We did come up with one bit that didn't make it to the show. Where
You want to show him?
Want to show him?
the boys were. Well, we're all attached with mics. I don't know how
You can get close.
Care about mics?
All right, well, let's settle this like men.
So the line. So the line was.
Hold this.
My boys here are going to teach you a lesson. Is it not? That was the. Is this off? Oh, here.
No, it's on.
Hi. The line was, my boys here are going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
And Seamus and I exchanged a few blows. All right, boyo. First lesson. Go ahead. Oh, no.
You did the first thing. Oh,
I did the block.
Oh, yeah. First.
I go down. I come back up. And then you have your line.
Hold on, I gotta sound sexy. You learned anything yet, coño?
Awesome.
The feeble slap. A lot more back and forth because we were like he wouldn't just take a punch and get the crap beat out of him. He'd give some back. So that was a lot more fun.
Yeah. But now you know.
Thanks for indulging us.
Thank you.
Well, John, Seamus,
Story to tell.
We didn't have time for the long version.
Yeah, I think that episode worked out pretty well, though.
Yeah.
John, Seamus, I love the whole bromance, and there was an episode this season I also loved called Cuffed. And
I love it.
we'll talk about how that relates to you guys, but there was the old tiger lady in there had a line, and she said, "I'm going to shoot the pretty one first." Which one was she talking about?
Okay, no. Okay, let's do an applause meter. Was he? I want to settle this once and for all. Was Deborah talking about Ryan?
Or was Deborah talking about Esposito? You guys broke it. You guys broke the meter. You guys broke the meter.
I think that settles it, actually. Maybe.
Andrew?
Good story. Maybe we shouldn't have gone down that path.
You signed off on that scene. Who was she talking about?
Yes.
Good answer. Seamus, before I forget, you had a Life Imitates Art moment this year where you married your real-life wife again on camera. She's here tonight. Let's point her out.
Juliana. Yes, my very talented wife came on the show. Played my wife to be. She played my girlfriend, and then my fiance, and then she played my wife. So yeah, Life Imitates Art, and Andrew made it happen, and it was a fantastic moment. So thank you very much. It was a great time. So yeah.
Andrew, a Twitter person that wanted to ask if we're going to see more of their home life, if we're going to see a little bit more of what it's like.
We can't afford to build that set.
You can't afford to build this set.
We're running out of space.
We're doing this on a shoestring.
Well, it is time for a scoop spoiler moment. Andrew, you have some art to show us, a first look of some kind?
Well, as you know, Richard Castle has not just been following Detective Beckett, but he's also been very busy on his new book, Frozen Heat, Furthering the Adventures of Nikki Heat. And we have the cover just finished for everybody to take a look at.
Oh, wow. I like it.
And for for the loyal fans in the audience, Castle has been following Beckett and using everything that's been happening in his adventures as fodder for the books. So when you read the books, it'll remind you of all the great episodes you've seen.
Oh, good. And Andrew, there are also some e-novels that you're working on as well. What can you say about that?
Well, in the aftermath of the two-parter this year, Richard Castle, having re-met his first muse, Sophia, and looking at the complicated situation that the world is in now, Castle has decided that it's time to dust off his old friend Derek Storm and start a new series of books, and they'll be published this summer by Hyperion in ebook format. And the first one is called A Brewing Storm.
Ooh. A brewing storm.
Yeah.
Brewing storm.
A beer maker was murdered.
Well, his name was Hopsy.
Since we brought up Cuffed, what was it like to be handcuffed to each other for as long as you were? Stana, Nathan, talk.
You go ahead. You go.
It was salacious.
I don't know what that means, but all right. It wasn't as tough as I thought it would be. I thought, because it's very limiting. And we were left to left rather than right to left.
Yeah.
So one person always has to be facing the back or crossed over.
Or tucked in.
Things like that. And I thought it was going to be uncomfortable, but they made these little plastic cups for us that actually had like a...
Rubber covering.
Yeah, like a shock absorber, like a little padding inside, a little shock absorber for the thing. And
Band, rubber band.
it was all very stretchy. Don't look too close.
How long were you cuffed together?
Hours. Days.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're method, so 8 days.
Well, you know, speaking of method, I wrote that with Terry Miller, my partner in all things.
Terry Miller, stand up.
Terry?
Where's Terry?
Yes.
There we go.
And being method ourselves, we actually spent a great deal of time handcuffed together while we were working out.
Who typed, Andrew? What's the deal? You're gonna have to. Were you at the keyboard? Was it?
Well, you know, one of her hands, one of mine.
Good. Wow, that's cooperation.
It was like a game of Twister.
You really have to use your home keys for that one.
And then when the tiger came in,
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever see the tiger?
Yes.
You did? Tell me about the tiger.
It was orange and black.
Gorgeous.
Made my list. Heights, sharks, bears, tigers.
That's list of things you love and adore?
I don't want to get killed by it. I don't want my last words to be, oh God, I shouldn't have gotten this close to a tiger. It's eating my face. My beautiful, beautiful face.
Well, you know, I love the way that scene was shot. The episode opened with, it looked like the two of you were in bed together, kind of waking up in each other's arms. And Stani, you with the sweetest little smile on your face. In your mind, what was she thinking at that moment? What was going on in her head?
She was just love eyeballs all over him. That was it.
All right, I'll give you a break. One thing I've loved about this season, a new addition, Penny, you've been awesome this season.
Thank you.
As Iron Gates. Now, I was talked backstage, and I saw you, of course, on 24. Did you see Penny on 24? You're so sweet, but you play these evil women. Why do you think they cast you as these horrible people?
Because I'm not so sweet. Thank you. I am sweet. My husband thinks so. I think that in order to bring the bad, there's got to be a lot of good in you. And I'm so fortunate to have some incredible writers. I don't have to create anything. It's on the page. And I'm so thankful that Gates, so far, is an evil. She's
Not,
so I won't be
she's
called
rough,
that
though.
name in the streets that I've been.
She's a hard ass.
Yeah, she is. She's Iron Gates. I mean, she really is. And I think she is the foundation of the strength, I think, of the precinct, so that it's the constant. So when we have this love affair going like this, and these two guys doing what they do, I think, you know, you have a place that's of strength that everything can come from. So I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Thank you, Andrew.
I have to say, Penny constantly comes up with new and inventive ways to express her disdain for Castle.
I love it.
It's so fun. She goes, oh, what if I did this? What if I hated you? What if I hated you like this? Oh, she's great. She does it all the time.
Well, is she softening it all to him a little bit even?
Do you even want that?
Well, I think that he's a charmer. He has ways to work, you know, into women's hearts, even yours, I would think.
Yeah, you'd be wrong.
even if she did like him, do you think she'd show it?
No.
Well, she must have a weakness. What
I
is her
think Lainey is her weakness.
Okay.
She's really my baby sister.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's the pitch we're coming up with, Andrew.
Because it kind of look alike.
Interesting.
Yeah? Okay.
Tigers.
Oh, we already did the soap opera episode.
That would be dramatic.
You know, Tamala, there's so much talk about when are Nathan and Stan going to kiss for real and make out. You actually kissed Nathan this season in that Blue Butterfly episode.
You know what? I just have to give a shout out to Chuck Bowman once again on that. I can say this. You know, I love kissing you. I do. But Nathan.
Let her finish.
It was something new, you know, like, I mean, your breath is fresh and you have very soft. But Nathan, I mean, like, it was like satin or something. Like, and the breath was extra fresh. I was like, Chuck, how many more times do we need to do this? It was great. I love
I need one more take.
That's why I went method on that ass-kicking scene.
But then, you know, who hasn't kissed Nathan and felt the wave of satin rolling over your body in a comforting yet familiar way?
Am I going to get
When I first came to LA, I studied kissing with Chuck Bowman.
How's Chuck as a kisser?
Oh.
Amazing. I got the job. It's very good.
Very good. Very good.
All right, bringing it back down again. Molly, as you're growing up there, I can't say you're the kid anymore. How old? Can I ask how old you are now? Is it okay to ask?
I'm 18.
You're 18. So So you're kind of becoming an adult now. You're on the level with this gang here. Are they treating you any differently now that you're not the kid on set?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm to their level yet. I'm working with amazing professionals here, and I hope to aspire to be as good as they are.
And John.
Yeah. Oh, and John. You too, John.
You guys kidding? Molly's like the only adult on set.
Exactly.
So it's wonderful. I don't think there could have ever been a better environment to grow up on and to learn from all of them. Yeah.
You know, I think people watch and think it would be fun to live in that house with the three of you. You know, I mean, you have a fun little family going
That's a
on.
good time, I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
time.
don't get married. Don't do it.
Well, what would it be like if a fourth person were to move into the house? I don't know who I'm talking about, but
Unless it was a Labrador. I mean,
well, Susan, we've been seeing a lot more of your acting school and a lot more of your storyline this year. I've always been curious, do you think that your character is actually the character? Was she a good actress during her day, or was she
How dare
Well, she cocks her head, apparently. We got that review in tonight's episode that she kind of... We have not seen her really in her...
Please.
Yeah.
Yes, I think she was an excellent actress.
She was. Tell us more in your mind about what we don't know about her. What was her life like before she had Little Castle, and what were her glory years in Hollywood like?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say this. This character is an homage to my own mother, who just passed away in December. Not to make this sad, because she had a fabulous life. And she was the inspiration for this ebullient woman who wants so much to stay in the game, who wants to be alive and significant and part of things. And that's the impulse for this woman. And I think it's one of the great impulses that actors have in general. They want to bring life to others, to find the life within themselves. So I think that's always who Martha has been. And I'm delighted to be able to portray her. Thank you.
That's good. That's good.
When they put on that red wig,
I've just finally adjusted to it. It's taken me 4 years. You know, I had this idea that I thought was brilliant, which I pitched to Andrew, and he said no. But I thought that perhaps we should find out that Castle's father is actually Martha. Because in that red wig, sometimes I really looked like I could be in drag. So it's better now. Now
Susan, I asked you not
like
to reveal the season finale.
well, speaking of Castle's father, Miss Jennifer Beals kind of let a little bit of information drop a few weeks ago. Andrew, talk about where we are with the discovery of who Castle's daddy is.
Well, I think it's a little mystifying to Castle because he doesn't know if he could trust what the Sophia character said. And if your father is in the CIA, how do you find out? But it's something that we're going to be exploring as we move forward in the series.
Cool. Andrew, if I could put you on the spot for a second, can you share with the cast, one or two of them, or all of them, something they don't know about their characters?
Shit.
Even if it's in the backstory, something small about...
Do it. Honestly, I'd be making it up.
Okay.
We're good with that.
Or actors, is there anything in your backstories that you play, kind of a backstory that you created that we haven't seen on camera?
By the way, that's a more interesting question because, you know, when we're dealing with the scripts, we're dealing with all the characters, but these guys live with their characters 24/7, and they have to, as actors, make choices. And sometimes the choices are deeply ingrained, and then something will come from in a script, and they're like, but that doesn't jive with the backstory that I've created in my head, and it takes a period of adjustment.
That's true.
Well, Stan, how about you? What do we know about Beckett's years with her mother that you maybe we haven't seen, but you play in your head?
Like something just really uninteresting, but whatever, small. I think Beckett likes the color purple. I think it's her favorite color, and I think she likes strawberry shakes, which it's just something random that I always thought she liked. Pretty good.
Like I said, they make important decisions about their characters' backstories that suffuse their performances.
Strawberry shakes.
And Ryan likes shamrock shakes.
But only 1 week out of the year.
Well, Andrew, what can you tell us about the remaining episodes this season? Give us a few little teases.
Well, I gave you guys a little teaser when I came out before you saw this episode. As you guys know, this has been a season of secrets. Castle and Beckett are both keeping pretty significant secrets from each other. And as we get into this last run of episodes, those secrets will start to come out. And both characters and all the characters around them will have to deal with the emotional consequences of it. And we're really looking forward to bringing those episodes to life. And we think it'll be a lot of fun, especially for loyal fans of the shows, to see these characters tested in new and interesting ways.
And where are we with the mystery of the murder of Beckett's mother? We haven't seen this since the beginning of the season.
It is something that we'll be touching on by the end of the season.
By the end of the season?
Yeah, so I can make that promise to guys, all the guys here. And you know, whenever that arises, it puts Beckett in a very emotionally raw situation, and interesting things happen.
And that just got tweeted.
And Nathan, you're getting a Firefly visitor to the show.
Yeah, I got a good feeling that was a smart move. Our good friend Adam Baldwin is joining us. He and I just did a thrilling adventure hour on Saturday. People here know the show, and so it was just really nice to get back in touch with him. I mean, we talk, we chat, we text.
He's
but
cute.
He's good looking. He's good looking. Tall man. I don't look up to many people. But his character name, may I say, is?
Yes, you may.
Detective Slaughter. Ooh. And that kind of says it all. Castle's going to tail him for a little while. He's working on a case that Beckett's not on while Beckett's busy with something else. So Slaughter's on to another case that really interests Castle. And it's not going to be the same experience.
Not for Castle.
Not for Castle.
Yes.
Not
Slaughter's a different kind of cop.
Is he at all going to be changed by working with Slaughter?
I think it's safe to say parts of his face will be rearranged.
I hope not too many.
Me too. Beautiful face.
Stana, is Beckett going to be jealous at all of the fact that Nathan's character is working with another PI?
I think, you know, we're going through a thing, Beckett and Castle at this point. So it's a part of this fabulous progression that will bring them closer together by the end.
Ooh. All right, cryptic. All right, you've had.
Give away a lot. Wow. Say, easy with the spoilers. Easy.
Would you like a strawberry shake? All right, you've had some great episodes this season. The cryogenic one, head case, that was kind of fun. Any of you, would you like to be frozen if you had the choice? John.
Oh, I would.
Molly. John, why? Why would you want to be?
Well, there's going to be some cool stuff. I almost went to the other word. There's going to be some cool stuff in 100 years. I'd like to see it. I've seen the iPhone. I've seen the iPad.
He wants the iPad.
Right.
Imagine what kind of eye thing will be upon us.
iPad 100
I.
Can I just say that no? Because like what they did with Ted Williams' head, I think they played soccer with it. Am I right, David?
Yeah.
Am I right in your research, David Gray, that they played soccer with Ted Williams'
you're asleep.
head?
You're asleep. It doesn't matter.
I'd rather not be frozen.
He doesn't care.
Molly.
I just have to say, in one of my new favorite books of all time, it's called Across the Universe by Beth Revis. It's about them getting cryogenically frozen and sent to this new planet. It's called like Earth 2, or this new Earth. And so yeah, I would like to be cryogenically frozen.
We'll be there together, Molly.
Yes.
You and me.
Well, when the moderator starts asking questions about being frozen, it's time to go to you guys for questions.
Okay.
So let's raise our hands, lift up the lights, and
Wow, there's a lot.
let's start with this beautiful lady right here in the front. I do want to ask that if you could stand up like you did and then wait till the microphone comes to you, so that the people who are watching via Twitter and in New York can all hear you and see you. Oh my gosh! Wow, what is all this, Andrew? We're giving away prizes to questions. Okay.
Good questions.
Great.
Don't blow it.
You guys rock.
Thank you.
Okay. This one's for you, sir, Mr. Nathan. You got to drive just like you wanted. Now, what is it you most want Castle to do next?
Bungee jump. Because I would never really do that in real life. So if I could get all strapped in with the big elastic band and go, all right, I'm going to do this. And then they get Paul Scott to come in because he looks just like me. He can leap off a building.
Yeah, I got this one night.
And then I can be lowered down. Whoo! That was invigorating.
All right, go ahead, sir. You can ask a question. And just, you know what? Just come on up and get something after you ask a question. We got tons of stuff, so I'm going to put it all out front. Go ahead.
You'd like bungee jumping.
My question is about when you're breaking the stories for the season, what is the process you go about breaking each individual episode?
We have an enormously talented writing staff, and a lot of them are here tonight. And I'd actually like to recognize them. You guys stand up.
So shy. They're like,
sat down so fast. No, you don't stand for very long.
These guys do a tremendous job. The process is, we get together in a room, we kick around ideas, and we're always looking for the castle idea, something that is in a heightened world or has a heightened element to it, something where Castle and Beckett can have a point of view about it, something where we can express their relationship. And then, when we find something that meets the litmus test, for instance, when David Gray comes in and says, let's do something about cryogenics and a head being missing, and, we find a body, and what the hell's going on? No, actually, there is no body. We get really excited about it, and then we start putting it up on a whiteboard. We're in a 6-act structure, so we break the board up into 6 columns, and we start progressing through with the A story, which is the procedural case. And then we look for the Castle Beckett opportunities, the Ryan Esposito opportunities, how Gates is going to react, how Laney's going to react, what Alexis and Martha are up to that week. And we basically try and make it make sense. And it's a lot of hours. It's a real grind. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of imagination, and the guys just do a great job.
Are we ever going to see Heatwave made into, actually see the premiere of Heatwave as a movie?
We're talking about it. Again, the cost of staging a premiere, it's really expensive, even if you're doing it on a TV show. But no, we're talking about it. We'd love to see that. But most likely, the premiere will be in New York City.
Right here.
First of all, I want to echo what she said. You guys are all awesome. I'm so glad you did this panel, and we're so excited to be here. You've all had a chance to do some really great stories and great acting in your episodes, and I was just wondering if you could all go by and say, up to this point, what's your favorite episode you've done so far?
Let's see. Start at the other end.
Yeah, start at the other end.
Please.
Up to this point. Wow.
Well,
They've all been
any
so
of you
great.
when someone comes to your mind.
I think it hasn't aired yet. I think episode 419 for me, I find is so exciting. And being the newcomer, I think that Gates, her voice is so clear, and the rhythms are there. And I was so excited when I read that script and had a blast shooting it. And I can't wait for you guys to see it because it is extraordinary.
All the episodes on Castle are my favorites. Like I can sit like from week to week and say, oh, I love that. I love all of them. The last season, or was it the season before, the Halloween episode written by your lovely wife, was my favorite. And now this season, the Blue Butterfly and Linchpin and Pandora, and I can go on and on. Like I can't.
But your favorites were the ones where you worked with me, right?
What was that?
Your favorites were the ones where you worked with
You're absolutely right.
Now let's see what Molly's favorites are.
No, those are my favorites. They really are. The first of the two-parter for this season was my favorite. It was great, really kind of getting outside of Alexis's box and working with Tamla, and this kind of the reveal with my dad. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Don't you miss your granny?
I've always wanted us to go undercover. For us to pull them to do undercover, but they haven't listened. Okay.
In disguise.
Yeah.
Andrew, we could be in disguise.
It could be just the back of us.
How about you, John? What was your favorite episode?
Kill Shot.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
I think Alexi wrote an amazing episode, and we tackled a serious issue that we're dealing with in society today, and I got to kill the bad guy.
Mine was Kick the Ballistics. Thank you, Moira. Thank you, Rob.
I really actually love scenes more than like an entire episode. So for me, it's fantastic when we're doing a scene and we get to do something that's not just like searching what the crime is and who the criminal is, but we learn a little bit more about the character. So like the one that you were just talking about, Kick the Ballistics, or our scene in Kill Shot where you give my character the gun, or even just recently, right?
The Limey, yeah.
Yeah, the Limey recently that we've been working on, and Cuffed even. Like there've been some really sweet moments, and so that rings for me, I think, the most.
I enjoy when I watch television, watching characters fail more than I like watching them succeed. And back when we had Detective Deming and Beckett hitting it off, there was a lot of opportunities for Castle to fail and to come in second. And I always find that very satisfying. Because that's my life. No, my life's awesome.
You spoke, Molly. Susan?
I really couldn't pick an episode. There have been, you know, it's a kind of strange little character that has her own little life within this family. So she's not in the thrust of the main story. So it's hard to say. I've liked death, loss, and suffering. I've liked silly and dancing. So I've liked the whole. I've liked the. Oh, shut up, Susan.
No.
No, she's right.
Good. Sir, you with the blue shirt, right up there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
Will, I picked the next one.
Okay.
What kind of practical jokes do you guys play on each other on the set?
That would be these fellas right here. These guys.
Touching each other.
Yeah, tell them about the spooky basement for the.
Oh yeah. Okay, can we tell that, Nathan? Okay, yeah. So so we shot in a place called the Park Place Hotel near MacArthur Park, and it is from
Very
1927. And in the basement there is a Olympic-sized swimming pool. Believe it or not, and all these things sort of torn up. The water is dripping in the corner. Bing.
Pitch black.
It's really crazy. And John and I are like, let's go down there. I'm like, okay. So we brought some flashlights from our prop department and wore down the batteries. They were very appreciative of that. And we went down there, and then we saw a light come out of the middle of nowhere. And we said, oh, it's Nathan. Oh my God, let's sneak up on him. And so John and I split up. John is really good at sneaking up people, presumably to kill them. And he showed me some interesting techniques to flash the light backwards so it reflects backwards. It's really interesting. So John and I split up, and I was, I guess, sort of the decoy, maybe just because I was worse at it than he was. And Nathan thought, he's like, I see you, and you're flashing light, I see you, and I'm going after. At that time, John had sort of flanked around and scared the crap out of Nathan. Awesome.
I made a tiny poop in my castle pants.
All the way in the back, the girl with the glasses and her partner, the same color as me.
And that lady over there, too. She's
next.
been waving.
She's
She's been doing the airplane
They've been doing a
flag.
thing with the thing.
Yes.
There's people up there, too.
You're next.
I see you.
We can't get the microphone.
We were just wondering why you guys don't play the the theme tune with the when Castle talks anymore, like at the beginning.
Andrew.
What?
I think we need the time now, don't we?
What that is, it's called a saga cell in the business. It's where you do like kind of a recap of the show. I really am ruggedly handsome. I'm Richard Castle. Tells a little bit what the show's about.
Oh.
And we had it on there so we could invite new viewers to the show, so people who are coming to the show for the first time could pretty much get what's going on. But after it had been on for a while, what we realized is that we were having trouble containing our episodes to the time allotted, and that was eating up about 30 seconds of our time. So after everybody got really familiar with it, we decided to move away from that so we'd have more time for the episode. Episodes in TV used to be 48 minutes long, now they're 42 and a half minutes long, so we're trying to cram a lot of story in a very little period of time.
The lady who's holding your crutch back there. Yes.
A lot of crutches.
We've got several crutches.
There's 3 pairs of crutches. There's 4.
Oh my God!
I really made an effort to make it out.
Oh no!
This is our demographic.
We appreciate your effort. Thank you.
I didn't even.
I was
Yes.
actually just
Don't rush.
wondering if
You're up.
for
I love your
John
dress.
and Seamus.
Just wait till the microphone comes to you.
No problem. For John and Seamus, actually, are we going to be able to see your Just Dance skills on Castle?
Oh, our
Yeah,
dance.
my wife tweeted that picture last week. We had been wine tasting all day. And John's really good at that game. I'm not as
You were
good.
great.
You were better, to be honest. Just Dance is a game on the Kinect, and it's a lot of fun. There should be a murder involving it that we're solving.
We have to go undercover as
Kinect dancers, as if there is such a ridiculous thing.
They get to tweet, if they get to pitch all kinds of ideas, we can get the
Kinect dancers. Someone dies.
Dance Central.
Fade out.
Undercover.
Seamus, I'm very excited about that episode. Writers,
pick
any of
somebody.
you, Connect? Anyone want that one? No?
Is there any way?
No, you can't do balcony.
Okay.
No.
No balcony.
What about this lady in the back?
You know, I see this. Yeah, she has a poster that
Yes.
she's waving. Yes.
Yes.
I recognize that poster.
Well,
Wait till that we can.
This is a poster of Nathan in Firefly, which I've been waiting 5 years for him to sign.
Oh!
So it would be really awesome if he could sign it for me.
You have to ask a great question.
What I'll,
Okay.
what I'll say about that is if some of the castmates can stay a little bit afterwards for autographs, but we can't do that right now.
It's fine.
So
I
just
don't
come
worry
on
about
down as soon as you can after the panel.
it. Okay. Well, first, your coat is kind of a brownish color, so kind of would like to point that out. And second of all, my question is, what is your favorite crazy castle theory for all of the panel?
I'll firstly give some kudos over here to Luke, who dresses all of us so wonderfully. Where is he?
Where is he?
He was there.
Shut up, Luke.
There he is.
Not only does
Colors.
he dress me for the show, but for every event, including this one that I go to. These pants, stolen. So thank you, Luke. And forget that last part. And what was the question?
Favorite crazy theory.
Oh, Castle's right now very into ninja assassins. And he always figures like CIA something, so he just keeps throwing these really crazy ones out there until they stick. And he's had a little bit of luck there, so he's kind of sticking with that. If I keep throwing ninja assassins out there, one day it's going to stick.
Nathan, do you have a theory about the character's dad?
You know, I was always very comfortable with Castle's, the fact that he never had a dad, so he never experienced the loss or the missing part of his life. He's always had a very full family life that he's never kind of looked down on.
The wig.
He's not haunted by the absence of a father. But I think he's a very curious man. This is all, of course, just my humble opinion. Would, I think, eventually want to know what's going on. And the more he gets to know, I think the more he'll want to know about his father. But in the meantime, I've been very comfortable with a speech that he at one point gave to Alexis about, I don't care who my dad is. It doesn't haunt me. It doesn't... right now, he's anybody. He could be anybody.
It haunts you.
And I'm haunted.
This gentleman
Excellent
right
question.
here.
His arm's getting tired. It's gotta be tired.
How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Hey.
First off, Nathan, my brother loved you in Firefly.
Your brother has excellent taste?
This is kind of a multi-question. One, first off, when is Javi and gonna pop the question to Lainey? I mean, we've already seen everybody, you know, we've already seen them in bed, so.
Again with that question.
And to Alex,
If you like, I'm a cop. My salary is.
when is the Castle musical coming out?
Okay, you know, I think that I'll answer the first question. When's Javi gonna pop the question?
Please.
You know, I feel like you don't buy a car till you've maybe really done some research on it.
Oh.
And test drove it. I like to test drive my cars a lot. Before I commit to buying.
Yeah. You're warming them up.
But I like test driving. I love test driving.
Andrew, a musical episode.
Season 7.
Season 7, okay. We have time for a couple more. Stana, pick somebody out there that you've been looking at who has a question.
The camera. The camera with the arm. This has got to be tired.
I'm sorry, where?
The guy with the arm that looks like it's about to fall off.
Whatever
you pick it.
Yeah, no, you pick this one.
With the minty green and the scarf.
Yes.
The lady with the glasses.
With the scarf, yes.
Is that minty green?
My question is for Molly and Susan, and I was wondering if you could talk a little more about what you think your characters think about Beckett and Beckett's relationship with Castle.
Question. It's a good question.
Well, I am very fond of Beckett. I, however, am completely bored with this ongoing saga. I want my boy to move along. I want a little action.
I think the tension is nice. They can just keep it that way. Out of the house.
I forgot, one of my favorite episodes was the Elvis thing.
The Elvis?
Yeah, doing the Elvis thing.
That was
Atlantic City.
Wow.
totally steal my limelight.
Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
The one with the white T-shirt, right there. Yeah. You want to pick something?
I think the question on every fangirl's mind is when are they going to, go for it, man, make out and make babies? And yes, I did just quote Stana. But I think I'm going to go with a question that probably is more up to be answered honestly. And they've kind of gone through a lot, especially Becca and Castle. And I was wondering if there was anything that has actually affected you psychologically that you've had to do, like almost being drowned and getting blown up like twice, and just anything at all that actually...
Anything fuck with your head, basically, is what she's asking here.
We've been allowed to curse.
She's 18.
Wait a minute, Will, we've been allowed to curse this whole time? Oh my God. Damn it. Oh, fuck.
They're related.
Fucking time.
Man.
Man.
All right.
Their relationship messes with my head.
It's on.
Does anything get into... No, it's always... I mean, they can't hurt us. We got to keep working, so... It's super dangerous. It's always another dude.
The drowning was really fun, actually, to film.
That was a load of fun.
It was awesome. They filled up the tank, or they filled up this car with water like 50 times. It was awesome.
I had a waterproof case for my iPhone, so I'd be this deep in water, and I'd say, "Get me my agent."
Well, we have time for one last question, and I just want to have
13.
one more round of applause for Tamala for singing for us today. That was so lovely. Thank you. And in honor of that, you get to choose who asks the final question tonight.
You know what? This woman in the front has been doing the signal the plane the whole time. She has the microphone in her hand already.
Please, I'm sorry.
Did you bring your own? That's crazy.
What's that?
You kind of stole my fire. I want to tell Moira I've loved you since Medium, but thank you. And I wanted to thank you also for singing. It was beautiful. And outside of a musical episode, we need more of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pay her to say that.
But you're going to be pitching the karaoke episode.
Well, happy birthday, Castle. 3 years. 3 years today, the anniversary.